Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. It's not every day that we see a blockbuster move like this in the NFL, especially involving a player as talented as Patrick Surtain. And trust me, this trade is making waves across the league, particularly within the NFC East, a division that's been fiercely competitive and frankly unpredictable so far this season. What we're witnessing now is a shift in power, a bold strategic move that could redefine the future of the Washington Commanders and maybe even shake up the entire division. Let's start by setting the scene. The Washington Commanders, currently sitting at 3-3, have had their ups and downs this season, especially on defense. Their secondary has been exposed at times, allowing big plays that have cost them crucial games. Now, into this mix comes Patrick Surtain, a player who is already being regarded as one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL, and he's just entering his prime. Drafted in 2021 out of Alabama, Surtain has quickly established himself as an elite shutdown corner, earning All-Pro honors from 2022 through 2025. His ability to blanket receivers, combined with his intelligence and ball-hawking instincts, makes him a perfect fit for the Commanders' secondary, which, let's be honest, has needed a boost for quite some time. What makes this trade even more interesting is the context of the Denver Broncos, the team trading Surtain away. The Broncos are in a bit of a rebuild mode, with a 2-3 record and a cap space of about $11 million. Their primary focus right now is on rebuilding the offensive line, especially after allowing 28 sacks so far this season. They're also trying to develop their young core, and that's why they decided to deal Surtain, who is a proven top-tier talent, for draft assets. The key asset they received is a third-round pick in 2026, a strategic move to accumulate future assets while focusing on their rebuild. On the other side, the Commanders are 3-3, and their secondary has been a concern. They've lost some key players to injury, like Percy Butler, and Jonathan Jones was recently placed on IR. With these issues, adding a player like Surtain is like plugging a massive hole in their defense. It's the kind of move that signals seriousness about contending now, not just in the near future. The addition of Surtain, who is ranked among the top 10 cornerbacks projected for 2025, instantly elevates the entire secondary. He pairs perfectly with Kendall Fuller, creating a formidable duo that can shut down even the most talented receivers in the league. Let's talk about Surtain's impact. Since entering the league, he's been nothing short of spectacular. Over his career so far, he's accumulated 230 tackles, 9 interceptions, and 45 passes defensed. His stats for 2025 are especially impressive. He recorded 20 tackles solo, ranked 50th among cornerbacks, with 5 passes defensed, 2 interceptions, and a coverage rating of 68.5, which places him among the top 3 in the league. His EPA per target is a minuscule -0.16, which is elite, and his PFF grade of 89.3 in 2025 ranks him as one of the best in the league. He's allowed only about 2.5 yards after the catch per reception and a completion percentage allowed of just 44%, both top 4 marks nationally. His performance in Week 3 against the Chiefs, where he recorded an interception, 3 passes defensed, and a +0.21 EPA per snap, exemplifies his game-changing ability. Now, it's worth highlighting just how dominant Surtain has been in coverage. His top-notch press coverage win rate of around 75% in 2025 is reminiscent of Darrelle Revis at his peak. His career QBR allowed when targeted is just 53.2, and he's yet to give up a touchdown to elite receivers like Lamb this season. That kind of consistency and shutdown ability is rare, and could be exactly what the Commanders need to turn their pass defense into one of the league's best. But it's not just about Surtain's individual talent. His addition has a ripple effect. The secondary now is projected to increase its turnovers significantly, potentially around 10 more turnovers per game. That's a game changer, especially when combined with other improvements. With Mike Sainristil, who recorded 35 tackles in 2025, the defense gets a boost not just in coverage, but also in overall aggressive play. The secondary's PFF grade could jump from around 78.4 to above 85, a remarkable leap that transforms the Commanders from a middle-of-the-road unit into a top-5 pass defense. This trade also impacts the division dynamics. The NFC East, always a fierce battleground, now gets even more interesting. The Cowboys, for example, have been relying heavily on their secondary, with players like Gilmore boosting their defense to limit opponents' passing yards. The addition of Surtain to the Commanders' roster, especially if he can replicate his 2025 form, means the Commanders could be on the verge of being a real playoff threat. Their pass defense, which was ranked around 20th earlier this season, could climb into the top 5, making them a nightmare for quarterbacks and offensive coordinators alike. In terms of quarterback matchup, facing a team with Surtain on the other side is a nightmare for receivers. His ability to shadow top receivers and disrupt their routes is comparable to the best in the league. His coverage rating of 68.5 in 2025 is among the top 3, and his yards after catch allowed are extremely low, at just 2.5 yards per reception. This means fewer big plays and less yardage after the catch, which directly translates into fewer scoring opportunities for opponents. The trade also has significant implications for the playoff odds. The Super Bowl odds for the Commanders have already shifted dramatically, from plus 6,000 to plus 2,500, which is a huge jump. The NFC Championship futures have also shortened, now around plus 300, reflecting the increased confidence in this team's ability to contend. Surtain is being viewed as a playoff X-factor, someone who can elevate the defense in critical moments, especially against deep threats like Brandon Ayuk, who's been a favorite target for many quarterbacks this season. His shadowing ability and elite coverage stats give the Commanders a new level of confidence when facing high-powered offenses. It's also fascinating to consider what this means long-term. The Broncos, by trading Surtain, seem to be signaling that they're willing to accept a rebuild, even if it means taking a step back this year. They're focusing on compiling draft capital and developing young players, with hopes of a stronger roster down the line. The Commanders, on the other hand, are making a bold push for contention. This move is reminiscent of how teams like the Cowboys or the Seahawks have built around star players and elite defenses to maximize their Super Bowl chances. And let's not forget the historical context. The addition of a top-tier corner like Surtain can transform a defense's identity. It's the kind of move that can turn a good team into a great one, especially when paired with a solid pass rush and complementary players. The Commanders' coaching staff, led by their defensive coordinator, will now have even more flexibility and confidence to dial up aggressive schemes. Surtain's ability to lock down receivers allows the pass rush to pin their ears back and get after the quarterback, which is crucial in today's pass-heavy NFL. So, what does all this mean for the future? Well, if Surtain can stay healthy and perform at this level, the Commanders could be looking at a top 5 defense in the league, one capable of shutting down the best defenses in the NFL. That's a recipe for playoff success, and perhaps even a deep run in January. Meanwhile, the Broncos are betting on their rebuild, focusing on developing young talent and accumulating draft picks, hoping to strike gold in the coming years. It's a fascinating chess match, and this trade is undoubtedly one of the most significant moves of the season so far. In conclusion, this isn't just a typical trade, it's a statement. The Commanders are clearly aiming higher, positioning themselves as serious contenders, and adding Patrick Surtain II is a massive step in that direction. It's a move that could pay off during crucial moments in the playoffs, especially in matchups against high-powered offenses. The NFC East just got even more unpredictable, and fans of the Commanders should be excited about what's to come. The future looks bright, full of potential, and this move could be the catalyst that propels them into serious Super Bowl conversations. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this blockbuster move? Do you believe Certain can be the key piece that finally pushes this team over the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this franchise. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and analysis on everything happening in the NFL and, of course, with all the latest Washington Commanders news. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep this fan family growing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.